go. We
What?
are we are here to talk about Pokemon.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Cool.
specifically Gen 1, Pokemon Red and Blue, which
Nice.
me and you are of course we're playing through. I changed the name. It's not a generation run anymore. Because if it was a
Okay.
generation run, we'd be going Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. And we're not doing that because that would be a lot of money. Because Gen 2, we would have to play the original Silver and Gold Crystal.
Yeah, yeah.
Gen 3, we would have to play the original Sapphire and Ruby.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, that's a little bit difficult. So,
Yeah, go through all of them. We're just doing it by regions.
yeah, so I've called it, I've named it, what's that? Oh, that's my Twitch notification saying that we're live.
Oh, nice, nice. Good to know.
Um, so what I decided to name it is the Pokemon Tavern Crawl.
Okay.
We,
You're just trying to like sprinkle Tavern and everything.
yes, Tavern everything. So we are basically, contrary to what the game says, each time we start a new game, you can stop
Okay.
beeping now. Every time we start a new game, it is basically story-wise, we are going to be playing the exact same characters.
Yeah.
They just traveled to the next region to start a new journey in that region.
Okay.
So, with that being said, that's why it's called the Pokemon Tavern Crawl, because we are going from one region to the next, to the next, to the next in order
Okay.
until we get all of them, finally culminating hopefully in Galar.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Starting Red and Blue now.
Yep.
I think that'll give us enough time. I'm a little bit more slower paced than you.
Well, yeah, I kind of. Well, that's my thing though. Is that's why I got you into this as well because I have no drive to play video games unless I have someone else to play them with.
I hear you. Yeah.
So,
Like, yeah, I'm the same way.
yeah, so the fact that you're playing along with me makes me actually want to play.
Yeah. I gotcha.
So that's why I
For sure.
burned through Red in like 2 weeks. Because I've had that game for the past year, but I haven't played it.
And
So,
give you a reason to.
yeah,
Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice to go to the first games
yeah,
to just see the mechanics. It just gives you a sense of, I guess, nostalgia and
yeah.
whatnot.
So you were
But
you were telling me though that you played Yellow.
yeah, and that's not like hardcore, really. I was young. I was young, like I should say, probably like 6, 7, 8-ish, I guess. So it
Oh
was more about
wow,
just running around instead of actually like
yeah,
playing the storyline.
you were older than me when I started.
I can't remember exactly
So what
when
you
I
you
started.
played it on the Game Boy Advance though?
Yeah, yeah, that was my first Game Boy.
But it
But
was with Yellow on the Game Boy Advance, so you had the old Game Boy cartridge.
I don't know how I ended up with Yellow. I just had it. Like, I don't know if somebody, like, I don't know how I got the cartridge.
So I don't know if you've ever seen them. Um, I'm gonna send you a picture
Oh man.
of what I originally started out with. Let me see if it'll work this way.
Dude, got the, I got the ding.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
that is what I originally started out with Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Red.
Okay.
The cartridge goes in the back, and there
Mhm.
was a little thing that when you switch it on in the back, this little card comes out and like secures it in place so it can't fly out.
Oh, nice.
And when I found this thing, when I moved out the first time, when I found it, the little gray faceplate right there was missing.
Oh,
And then the battery pack on the back was gone. And that the battery pack was 4 AA batteries. That barely
old
lasted
school.
me a day. But I started that in 1999.
Okay. Yeah, I was later because I really like I Yellow. I guess is technically the first game I messed around with, but Leaf Green was the first game I played, but
Yeah,
I didn't really get far with it.
you didn't get far with it until we showed up at church and we were all playing it together.
Yeah, so the first game I actually played through. I keep saying my first game. So first game I played through all the way with the love for Pokemon would be Ruby.
Ruby, yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that because I had Emerald.
I eventually got Emerald too,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah,
Yeah, because
Ruby. I think because those are the first games I really truly got into,
mm-hmm.
and that's why Hoenn is one of my is more favored
Yeah.
regions.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it when we get to our Hoenn region playthrough.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah.
you haven't beat Omega Ruby fully, have you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun, and there's a lot of post game with that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Give you a reason to keep playing.
the newer games have a lot of post game stuff that you can go through and play.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So, but what I was looking at, and I'm listening to Sylph Radio lately.
Mm-hmm. Same.
They've been talking about this. So, Pokemon Red and Blue came out in 1996 in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But it was originally only red and green, with
Yeah.
the special edition blue being released in Japan later that year.
Mm-hmm.
But red and blue didn't come out here until 1998.
Yeah.
And then Pokemon Yellow came out in 1999, which is when I got it. And then Fire Red and Leaf Green came out in 2004.
Oh man.
And then, of course, the way we're playing Red, Blue, Yellow now, the Virtual Console, that came out 2016 because of the 20th anniversary of Pokemon.
Mm.
Pokemon's as old as I am.
Yeah, I am the same age as Pokemon.
Yeah. Um. So, with that picture I sent you,
Oh man.
you see right there I think it's on the right side of the Game Boy, right above that little scrolling wheel.
Mm.
So
Okay.
the scrolling wheel was your volume.
Oh.
And then right above that is where you plugged in your link cable in order to trade.
Uh-huh.
Link cables, I never had one, but I used it with my friends at school, and it was the most annoying piece of crap in the world.
What?
Which is why I'm so glad that Fire Red and Leaf Green came with the wireless adapter.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You hooked it on to the top.
Dude, we would bring our Game Boys to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
uh, so, something you might not have known is that you could, if you had a Nintendo 64, you
Mm-hmm.
could buy what they called a transfer pack. And with Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2, you could plug in your red and blue cartridge and transfer those Pokemon to your Pokemon Stadium and
Hmm.
then fight with them.
Wow.
Yeah. And then later on with the Advance, they did it with the Game Boy Advance games. They did the same thing for the GameCube. with Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I never had that thing, but I wanted it because you plug it into the bottom of your GameCube, and then you
That's
plug in your Game Boy Advance cartridge, and it just pops up.
wow. That's really cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, I never seen one of those. Never been with anybody that had one.
Yeah.
And I missed the. I played. I had the 64. I played Pokemon Coliseum. Like I remember it vaguely because it's been forever ago. But playing Pokemon Coliseum. Then I remember my uncle. He had a GameCube at one point,
Yeah.
and we rented from a Blockbuster, uh, Pokemon XD. And that was
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you remember I had that.
Oh man.
Remember I had XD because I had the limited edition GameCube.
Oh really?
Yeah, it has the Pokemon XD emblem on the top where you put the disc in.
That's so cool. Oh okay.
And then
Wait, I thought you said you didn't have a GameCube.
I had a GameCube, I just didn't have the adapter thing for it.
Oh, got you.
See, like I'm sending you the picture of the GameCube adapter now. It basically was a secondary base for your GameCube.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have the a game room one day
Oh yeah, definitely.
to actually have this equipment.
I told Steph if we ever buy a house where I'm going to get a basement, and the basement's going to be a game room.
Oh yeah.
Um, do you know anything about how Pokemon was created?
Like the history and like how.
Yeah, like the person who made Pokemon and how he came
Oh,
up with the idea.
so yeah, he captured bugs
Mm-hmm.
and he battled his bugs with each
Yeah,
other.
he made his bugs fight each other.
Yeah. When I heard that, I was just like weirded out.
Yeah. Did you also know though that he is autistic?
Uh, no.
Yeah, the creator of Pokemon is autistic.
Huh.
And
Interesting.
that was one of his things that calmed him was collecting the bugs and then watching them fight. Was
Hey, everybody's got their thing.
yeah, but I'm like that's pretty interesting.
I'm thankful for it because we have Pokemon today.
Mm-hmm. I mean, let's see. Uh, Worldwide, there's been over 30 million copies sold of just Pokemon Red and Blue.
Oh wow. Okay. I'll say like Pokemon, like of all the consoles and
Yeah, no, that's just Red and Blue.
okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So,
I mean, 30 million. You gotta figure like 1999,
yeah, right?
like 96 to 99. Like
So,
there's a hype, man.
mm-hmm. Did you also, one last little tidbit of fun information, and this is specifically now about Red and Blue.
All right.
You, that picture that I sent you with the Pokemon regions, the first four, and
Yeah.
it was basically, it's a picture of Japan, basically, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You can literally take the map of Kanto and lay it over the area in Japan that's called the Kanto region in Japan,
Hmm.
and everything almost lines up exactly because that's what that region was actually based off of. It was based off of uh, the real world area of Kanto, Japan, which is where Tokyo is.
Hmm. So maybe sell it on being like
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo. Okay.
Tokyo is depicted by Celadon City and Saffron City.
Okay.
And then Yokohama is Vermilion City, which is the largest seaport of Japan. Which is why that's where the SS Anne is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
And if we go to this part pertains to sort of our D&D game that we're going to do.
Okay.
Certain Pokemon were not always there. For instance, Mewtwo. Mewtwo was genetically created. And that wasn't until probably a couple of years before the time frame of Red and Blue.
Gotcha, yeah.
Same for Porygon. Porygon was...
It's data.
Yeah, he's a virtual Pokemon. So he wasn't made until the internet came around.
Mm-hmm.
Or, what is it, in Gen... You okay? In Gen 5, there's one called Kling Kling, who's an electric...
Stop laughing at your wife!
Who's an electric steel type, and he didn't come around until, like, gears and technology and stuff started.
Like the industrial age.
Yes.
Love you, Cody.
Stephanie giving you a hard time?
Yeah. She, like, tripped, and I started laughing at her, and she yelled at me not to laugh at her, and then she walked back over, and she was like, "Suck it, nerd."
You forgot the part where I told him I loved him.
Oh, and she said she loves you.
Aww. Love you too, Steph.
I see it. I saw him.
Tiffany, I'm sure loves you too. She's working right now.
He said he's sure Tiffany loves you too, and she's working right now.
Tell him to give her a huge, big old hug when she gets home.
Did you hear that?
I heard give her a hug.
Yep, there you go. Give her a hug when she gets home.
But it's
Sounds good.
from me.
Yeah,
and
she's
we all-
closing tonight.
If you
Oh,
want
she's
one, you gotta
closing
get one
tonight.
yourself.
And tomorrow, actually.
And tomorrow. Ooh,
Yeah.
fun.
So she actually closed Saturday, like this past Saturday. She's been getting some hours in, man.
That's good though.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, so setting D&D Pokemon.
yeah, it's gonna be. Let me see. Let me see if I can find an actual time frame.
Like when the medieval era is like set on 1500s, 1600s, probably something like, I don't know, just pulling numbers.
Let's see. Kanto and Johto, Orange League. Yeah. When did the... Okay. I'm looking for, like, when the Pokemon League started. But I can't find anything. I would imagine the Pokemon League probably started, like, you know, a couple hundred years before the actual
be-
Pokemon games.
It's could be one of those things where it's like it was a thing, but then it was officially recognized or something.
Yeah, like, the way I was thinking of it was going to be like, the Pokemon League was more of the ruling families of these countries would send their best warriors to the Coliseum, and every year, or every couple of years, like every 5 years or so, they would hold a huge tournament, and whoever won the tournament was like the most renowned family or region in the world at that point. or
Gotcha.
that family took over ruling the kingdoms or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
Like if you maybe not at that point, it wouldn't be every 5 years, so maybe more like every 50 years there would be a tournament, and it would be like whoever won, basically their family or their region was the ruling region over governmentally over everyone.
I can see it being like a Olympic kind of thing.
Yeah.
That of the Olympics, it's like, the Pokemon League.
Yeah. Like you would have to. It would be like a tournament style. They would all start out evenly and have to fight each other until they
Mm-hmm.
got down to the last two.
Yeah.
And since it would be families, each family would have a different specialty, like fire type family or water type. They would have a couple of offshoot Pokemon that weren't of that typing, of course, but their family would be specialized in the specific type, depending on where they came from.
And then years down the road, those families become like descendants of that family can become gym leaders of like Brock's ancestors.
Well, actually, one of them I was gonna do for one of the well-known families in the Kanto region was gonna be the Oak family.
How they started.
Yeah, because apparently there's this little there's this thing going around that apparently Professor Oak at one time was Pokemon League champion.
Rumor has it.
Yeah. And in the game files of Red and Blue, there's actually a deleted, there's like missing code for where you could have possibly fought him. At one point. So yeah. And he had like level 70, 80 Pokemon.
That'd be a twist.
Yeah, like, dang, I want to fight Professor Oak.
I know, right? His knowledge.
Yeah.
Probably go like all like
and then
Bruce Lee, like pressure point, you're down.
Yeah, and then of course Professor Oak has family. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but in the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, the professor is or one of the professors is his cousin, I think, called Samson Oak. Yeah, and it's basically a Hawaiian Professor Oak.
Nice.
So,
yeah. I've been like rewatching the first season, like the first series.
Oh yeah.
The Indigo League.
Yeah.
It's so like.
Through it again.
It's so. It's great, but it's just so like cheesy and hilarious. It's hilarious how many like fourth wall breaking moments, there were, and like little things that obviously I didn't catch as a kid.
Yeah.
Because there's this one part that was like, Team Rocket was trying to get Pikachu somehow or some other Pokemon, and obviously their attempt failed. But then they had this other idea where they just like lassoed the Pokemon, and like Meowth's like, why didn't you start with that? Or James was like, said that, and Jesse goes, well, we had to fill a 30-minute episode. All subtly. It was great.
Hey.
You there?
I can't request the records.
So.
No, the next of kin has to be surviving spouse who has not remarried. Father, mother, son, daughter, sister.
You good, man?
Yeah.
You like spaced out.
So you started out. What Pokemon did you start out with?
What version game?
No. You're playing red version.
Yes. I started out with Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Yeah, Squirtle Squad, Squirtle.
Squirtle. Is Squirtle one of your favorites?
I like water types, and like I know from the show, I just enjoyed Squirtle. Like from the Squirtle Squad, just how he talks and like acted. He's always one of my favorites.
Yeah. See, I was always a Charmander kid.
His military stuff. I don't
Yeah, I
understand
mean,
the
like,
characters or any of that. And
Charmander
I'm
up,
on the veteran
Charmander,
service records
Charmeleon, and
thing
Charizard. I
here.
mean,
Yeah, Charmander's like the
Because
number
the
one
VA here
favorite
closes at 4, and I don't get off till
for
5.
I got you.
everyone. But as I've
And
grown
getting them on the
older,
phone
I've
is like pulling teeth. So this could
leaned
be wrong,
towards
but as
Squirtle
far as I know right now, it's
Okay.
I can't request
just
it.
because, every kid loves the flaming dragon.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just cool.
Yeah, but then as you get older, you think of the more practical, and it's like, a turtle that shoots water kind of makes more sense.
It's just cool.
But no,
Yeah.
this time I chose Bulbasaur.
How's that been for you?
He's not bad.
Yeah, well, it's just grass types in general are just, they're
Yeah.
can't think of words.
Yeah. Well, the funny part is that he is the only starter that starts
I just
out
don't know why. I don't know why it would
with a
let me,
secondary
though.
type.
I mean,
He's
what
the
if-
only one?
Don't take this the wrong way, but
At least in
what
Gen
if
1.
everybody
Oh,
on my side
yeah,
of the family
yeah.
was gone?
Because he starts out
And I
grass
wanted
and
this stuff.
poison.
And he sticks with that. Yeah.
And he actually was very helpful when it came to fighting Sabrina. Because of his poison types.
But Psychic is strong against poison.
Somewhat. If you can poison something and then do some massive damage
I hear ya.
afterwards.
True.
Just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because I really want it.
And that's
That
another
saved me a
thing.
couple of times.
What's your play
I'm
style
gonna try
like?
and call them tomorrow. And
Um,
talk to somebody.
I don't know. This game, I feel like it's gonna change. Like with Red, it's nice starting out from the beginning, but I'm just like we talked about it. We're ready to get to the newer gens and the newer games. If it wasn't for the mechanics of this game, like just the interface and switching out your Pokemon and
Yeah, like
the PC box interface. Oh man,
or
not
your
having
bags.
only able to hold a certain amount of items. Just the amount of times it screwed me over. It's just kind of. I'm just trying to get done with this as fast as possible.
Yeah. So, with that being said, talking about PC and bag spaces.
I just didn't know if she was up for sharing.
So, after I beat the Pokemon League, I went to Cerulean Cave where Mewtwo is.
I know, and that's what I was
There's
saying.
some
It's fun on the phone,
high level,
but I mean, I don't really
rare
know
Pokemon up there,
Charlotte.
like
Like, I
Dittos,
really don't. So
Okay.
Tauros.
she sounded excited that I
Chansey.
was looking into race stuff,
Chansey's
but I don't
super
think
rare.
she
Like,
understood how
the
important it is
most
to me.
percentage
Like, I'm
you
really
have of
upset right
finding
now because
him
I feel like I can't have them.
is a 4% chance.
Him or her.
Him or her.
Or
Yeah.
freaking red and blue. Everybody's genderless, so
so-
you're good.
And
4%, huh?
Yeah. And that's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, in the Safari Zone, I had a 5% chance to find a Kangaskhan, and I found 2 within 5 minutes. But they both ran away. But it was the middle of the night, like 11 o'clock, and I was like, okay, I'm going to find a Chansey, and then I'm going to go to bed, because I got work tomorrow.
I'm gonna try and call him tomorrow.
So I'm
and see
sitting
what that
there,
says, 'cause
I'm sitting
this
there,
is just
and I
saying that
found the
only
Chansey.
certain members
Yeah.
have it
And I'm like, oh,
can.
thank
Like
God.
grandchildren, it doesn't say we can.
And I threw the Pokeball.
Which I can always
And it
call
goes,
Dad and see if Dad
"Your
can
PC
do it
is full."
because Dad actually has access to the
And
vehicle.
I'm like, oh my God, you guys are shitting me.
Yeah.
So I sadly ran away. I teleported out. I went and changed my box. I went back. And within 3 minutes, I found another Chansey and caught it.
Thank God.
But I was so devastated. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
sitting there like, really?
I can
spent
imagine.
the last 30 minutes trying to find this thing.
Did the same thing with the Cubone in Pokemon Tower. Most annoying thing about Pokemon Tower is I was on the top floor and I finally found a Cubone. And that's when it happened. Like, tried throwing a Pokeball. no more space.
Put that in my
It's like,
house.
what? So I had to freaking walk down the entire Pokemon Tower. And you can't run. Ah,
Mm,
so,
yeah.
so frustrating. So frustrating.
Like, I think that was the hardest one I had finding. Was Chansey.
A lot of things I'm gonna, because like I didn't bother grinding to find Onyx in the rock tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
because there's other places to find Onyx.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think Victory Road or something.
Victory Road, you can find them. You can find him also in Cerulean Cave where Mewtwo is.
Mm.
And then
So yeah.
there, he's like level like 50 something.
Oh jeez. Yeah, so I figured I can just wait.
Um,
So I guess that being said, like as far as playstyle, I think with the newer games, I think I'm gonna be a little bit more. I don't know. I kind of want to play without any aids because I've been using walkthroughs and stuff like crazy and like team builders, like
yeah.
looking up videos who
Yeah.
to have to just you know go through
Yeah,
it fast.
I did that for the Gen 1, but I'm thinking once we get to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Yeah, it's just what Pokemon that like
The only
you
thing I'll
like.
use is my Pokedex that's on my thing,
I gotcha.
on my phone. I might use like a route guide just to see like what Pokemon are found on what
They did
route,
a
you know?
culture then.
Yeah,
So I can
yeah,
make sure to catch them all.
yeah. I hear you.
But other than that, like to find all the items, to find all the trainers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should know by now where all that stuff is.
But yeah, I'd like to just play through it, you know, just me playing through it. But this red version, it's been the exception. Just the mechanics. If it wasn't for the mechanics,
Mm-hmm.
Hush.
like just being able to run, like you don't know
Oh, yeah.
how
Yeah,
like
no, you can't even run.
It's okay.
Like, the bicycle is a godsend in that game.
it is. Yeah, you don't get it until like the third city or something.
Dude, she just
Yeah.
No, the
woke
fourth
up,
city,
dead out of sleep.
because you get the voucher in Vermilion.
Scared.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah. Like, oh, it's
Isabel, she's
terrible.
laying next to me and
yeah.
some
I
dog
can't
barked
wait until...
outside and it spooked her awake.
Yeah, I can't wait until, Soul Silver,
If she
Heart
gets
Gold.
scared or overexcited,
It's gonna be nice. The
she
Pokemon get
leaves.
to follow behind you. It's gonna be
That
so
one's gonna be long, though.
yeah.
Because you
I
have...
don't think I ever finished that one either.
Yep, you have the
No.
first 8
I guess
gems,
that's what
then the
happens in
Pokemon
old
League,
age.
then the Kanto region gems, then the Pokemon League again.
She
Then you have to
slobbers
go
like
fight
crazy
Red,
now because she doesn't have any teeth
Nice.
to hold it all in.
who has like level 89 Pikachu, level 88 Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Gyarados,
I took her on
Snorlax.
her walk when I get home. Like when I get home
Which
from
I
work,
mean,
I walk inside,
I don't know. As long
I
as
put my stuff down, I
you
lock
got
the
a
door
balanced
behind
team
me.
and like
We walk to
a
the
good
kitchen,
level,
I put her leash on, we
sure
walk
you're
out
good.
the back
The
door, I lock
only
it
thing
behind
we're
me
gonna
and
have
go
to
for our
figure
walk.
out
And I'll walk
for
her
Heart Gold, Soul
around the whole
Silver, and
place.
we'll do that
By
when
the
we
time
get
we
there,
get back,
Mhm.
she's got so much
is
slobber
not
hanging
only
out
our
her mouth.
starters, but I believe you
It's
get a
gross.
choice between the Kanto starters as well once you beat the Pokemon League the first time. So we'll have to decide
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
then we'll also have to decide Eevee.
Well, it's think of it like an apartment
Okay.
complex,
So we don't get the
but
same
instead of them
Eevee
being
evolution.
apartments, they're townhomes.
Yeah, like I haven't evolved my Eevee from Red yet.
Yeah, I evolved mine
So it's
because it's on
two
my team.
bedrooms.
Yeah.
It was
2.5
one of my
baths,
coverage
2-story.
answers.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
but since the way we're doing it, since we're only using the Pokemon from those regions,
Mm-hmm.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, there's only 2 choices, Umbreon or Espeon.
Yeah, true.
So we'll have to decide who gets which of those as well.
Okay.
This is just kind of, in a way, we take turns.
Huh?
Yeah.
Cause like
Well, yeah. If
this
you,
past one, as far as the Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, you picked.
Yeah.
So maybe like
Well, yeah. And
I pick
since there's
that.
gonna be no more, you get to choose like the game version.
Well,
Since
Mhm.
it's
I'll
already
call
set
them
game
tomorrow, I guess
versions,
I'll let you know what
it's
they
gonna
Yeah.
be whoever's the winner of the last gen chooses his starter, and then the person who doesn't choose their starter first chooses whatever the next choice is.
Yeah.
which would be the EVs,
Yeah, well,
and
you
then
can do it
the next
online.
person gets to choose the starters from the Kanto first,
Hmm.
To
and
where
so
you
on and so
request
on.
them.
And with that, it
It's
needs to be
just saying that
different
I
than
can't because
obviously.
I'm not
Yeah,
Big.
which we'll
what
get
they're
multiple
classifying as
choices
next of
for
kin.
Kanto starters, because in X and Y, you get a choice of one of the Kanto starters like before the
Okay.
second gym.
Because I also don't know what
Wow.
all they
So then
have because
there's
I
our
want
three.
everything to
So
Mhm.
go
it's
the
just
way.
got to be
Yeah.
different every time. You just
Mhm.
got to pick when you're gonna get it.
Yeah, and I gotta go through my Sun and Moon because I just transferred all my Pokemon
Yeah.
to the bank and then to my Ultra Sun, and
Oh man.
my PC boxes are completely full. So I'm having to like delete release Pokemon left and
Oh
right
no.
now because I just don't have
Yeah.
the space and I have like 50 Odyshes. So I'm like, nope,
So,
you gotta go.
but I'll let you know.
Well, one can be a Vileplume,
Alright.
and there's the
The
who
Lawson. Yeah.
Blossom. Yeah.
Yeah, and I went to go evolve one last night and I wasn't paying attention and accidentally evolved into a Vileplume, which I
More
already
than likely,
had.
they're doing
Oh.
a filter.
My
So
only
it's gotta
Gloom
grow.
I evolved. So now I have to level up the Oddish, get it
That's
to
gonna be the
Gloom.
fun part, because like we
Yeah.
haven't told people what we're trying to do. Like not only we're playing through the
Oh well, yeah, we need to explain that. So
this is our first podcast. We'll get a better like schedule of what we're talking about.
well, yeah, but this one is gonna be like basically the
Yeah.
intro to people of what we're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this whole run through, we're not only doing the Pokemon
Yeah,
Tavern
they're most
crawl,
likely doing like a culture.
we're
Which
doing
has gotta grow.
basically building our own living decks.
Think of it like a chia
So
pet,
we're
but
gonna
it's in a
have
little petri dish.
every single Pokemon in order.
Yeah.
In our
1 to 800 and something, right?
Slimy stuff.
Let's see, because the last one was Zerate Aura.
Alrighty. Well, I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah, the
We'll figure
new
out.
like basically from
Alright. I love you guys.
Kalos.
Kalos you don't know anything about,
No.
which is
I
gonna be
looked
fun.
Yeah, I looked up some of the Pokemon and like cried. No, I'm kidding. It's just
807.
wow. Yeah, my Pokemon Prime was like from Hoenn
Hoenn
to
to Unova.
yeah.
Black and white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was us, yeah. So how far are you in your blue run right now? Or red?
I'm getting ready to battle Sabrina.
Sabrina.
So the 5th gym.
So you're doing Sabrina before Koga.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then Koga's gonna be a breeze because Sabrina's stronger than he is.
Dude, man, he's gonna be such a breeze. And and that might be a good reason to go ahead and do Koga.
Yeah.
Just to like get some experience.
Like I said, dude. Which if you do that, if you do Koga, you'll be able to use Surf, go through the Safari Zone, get Surf, and you can get to Cinnabar Island before Sabrina.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so if you want to go ahead and do that glitch and like just to go ahead and level up so you can beat all the Pokemon.
Yeah, to get through this version.
You don't have to power level. Just like what I did is I leveled everyone to like 50, 55.
Yeah. I don't want to overkill it, like
No.
overuse it.
Yeah, I did 55. My whole team was 55 when I went into the Pokemon League, and I lost the first time.
Oh yeah.
I lost. I completely wiped out, and I was devastated. I was like, how? I've been fighting these dudes since 1994. Or 99. I've been fighting them since 99.
Nice.
And I lost to them out of nowhere. I'm like, how?
I don't even know how the mechanics. So like between each like member, is there a rest point?
Works the same way as Fire Red.
Okay.
Just I would advise if you're gonna heal up in between people to do it right after you fight someone before you leave their room.
Yeah.
Because when you get to Lance, if you leave his room, you do not have a rest period before you fight your rival.
But that's what I'm saying. So the rest periods is just basically what you have in your bag, like revives and.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is why, basically, for you, because Probably you're only going power level like your main team.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is just do the glitch twice, get nuggets,
Yeah.
and get rare candies. The nuggets you can sell so that you can buy revives and full
Mm-hmm.
restores, and then the rare candies to level them up.
Yeah.
Because like that, as we're going through the games, you're gonna get Pokemon in the other games that you don't already have in your red version, even though we
Mm-hmm.
have most of them.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them.
Even if they aren't evolved, you'll be able to evolve them in the later versions when you get the experience share.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to the experience share.
Which there's actually an experience share in red and blue, and I found it, and I hate it.
Like,
Because
why do you hate it?
there's no held items in red and blue.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So the experience share is called the experience all, and I hate it.
Do you just like use it before a battle? You have to
No,
like.
it sits in your bag, and as long as it's in your bag, every Pokemon in your party gets a portion of the experience. But from the one time that I used it, every single Pokemon in my party got one experience. When they need like 5,000 to level up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. So I just put it in my bank and never used it again. And
Yeah.
the item PC actually has limited space. I found that out.
Really?
Yeah.
I got so much crap in there.
So I ended up deleting the experience all.
Nice. Did you keep like the SSN ticket and all that stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
those key items, it won't let you delete them.
uh,
So those sat in my bank. But all of my TMs, my HMs, all of those were in my storage. I did not touch them till the end of the game.
that's what I've been doing. All the TMs I pick up, I just throw all.
Unless there's one that you know you're gonna use, like
And
Psychic,
that's
like Psychic
exactly
from Mr. Psychic.
that's exactly what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And like Psychic, I mean, because with Kadabra,
Yeah, exactly. Or your Alakazam, yeah.
that's what yeah, Exam, but he's gonna learn it on its own. So like,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
true. So
I
you
just
could
put it in the
you
thing.
could give it to another Pokemon in your party that could learn it, and then have Psychic coverage on the Pokemon that
Yeah,
most people wouldn't expect.
that's what I've been thinking. Like I have something that I don't know if you're gonna expect, but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
The next of kin qualifications they won't give me as records.
But yeah, been doing it that way.
It has to be a unremarried spouse, a son, a daughter, a mother.
Tanner, you're frozen.
Sorry. Sorry. Let's see if Charlotte can maybe.
I don't know if she'll share.
I wonder if she can get extras.
Amy said if all else fails, she'll do it under Papa's stuff.
Okay.
Because that would be a son.
Yeah, so there you go.
I know, but I wanted that.
We'll get it.
Stupid. What if they were all dead?
Here, man, I'll be right back.
Okay. Maybe. Well, maybe at that point they would be like, well, you're technically next to kin at that point. But that's our baby.
My father, mother, son, daughter, sister, or brother. That's it.
So, all right. So yeah. So you're not far from being done.
No, yeah.
You got 4 more gems and then the Elite Four.
They're all basically within a few levels of each other.
Yeah, and if you do the glitch and get, or if you go beat Koga, then go do the glitch, which can be done unlimited amount of times, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably have that done within a week.
Probably. I'm going on because my family's coming up in the middle of this week.
Yeah.
So during our road trip to get some Pokemon in.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
And then, so, yeah, like I said. Is there any, like, big main story things left?
In blue version, no. In red and blue version, there's not really a story aspect at all.
I know there's just certain, like, little quests, like
Yeah.
Pokemon Tower, Sylph Cove.
No, after Sylph Code, that's it.
Because, I mean, that's where you get the Master Ball.
Mm-hmm. After Sylph Code, that's it.
Gotcha.
There's no storyline whatsoever after that. And I found out, sadly,
Oh.
Mew cannot be transferred.
Oh, no. We're not going to be able to?
No. So
Man.
you can't get Mew over.
Gosh.
But your other ones will.
Mew has stayed a level 7.
Stay
It
level
only
7.
knows Cut and Flash.
Mine knows Flash, Cut, Strength, and I think that's it. No, Fly.
Nice.
Yeah, he can learn to fly.
I like Fly as a move. Like, there's a few HMs that are move worthy.
Yeah. Fly and Strength are the only two.
And Surf.
And Surf. Yeah, Surf. I forgot about that. But what I was gonna do is when we, our main teams and like our favorite Pokemon, we nickname all of them.
Okay.
Give them all nicknames.
I like that. There's a few that's like, I want them to be on the team, but like...
Yeah, which is why I said favorites. All your favorites and everything. We'll nickname them.
Sounds good.
And then, because in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or by the time we possibly get done with this entire series, in Gen 8, they have competitions online where you just hook up to the Wi-Fi with your game system and enter into the competition. And it's like a different rule set for each competition. Like one rule set will just be, open battle. You can use any Pokemon.
Oh,
or
wow.
it'll be a region locked one where you can only use Pokemon from a certain region, from like the newest region or something. But the thing I always hate about the competitions is people use whatever the best Pokemon is. Like the OU tier Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
OU tier is overused Pokemon because that's all people use in competitions.
Yeah, you're standard.
It's like, yeah.
That's why I like the UU and... What, is that the lowest one?
Yes, I believe
100
UU is.
Yeah, that's why those I think would be pretty fun. Get to use your Shuckle, Farfetch'd, and which, I mean, some Pokemon, they get like stat boosts and whatnot, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know some people, some Pokemon are like hindered by the moves they can learn.
Mm-hmm.
It would be so much greater if they could learn like more moves.
Yeah, and that's what people do. They breed Pokemon to get specific typings and abilities and stuff like that.
That stuff's crazy. Like, I don't know too much about the EVs and IVs.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about that. Why? What?
That stuff's crazy.
I just asked you.
Oh, you're on Facebook?
It pops up on the bottom of my screen every time you ask.
Oh yeah.
I thought everybody was supposed to delete Facebook or something.
I wish Facebook would though. I'm texting Anthony because he's supposed to come over tomorrow and hang out for a bit.
Nice.
He just asked me if I had the Switch.
Oh.
No, I want one. So yeah, so I figured what we do is by the time we get done with the Galar region and have the entire Pokedex completely finished, we'll take all of our nicknamed favorite Pokemons, even if they're UU tier or, you know, the weakest of the weak piece of crap Pokemon, and take them into competitions and try to wipe up the floor, me and you.
That'd be cool.
And possibly Anthony, because Anthony does have a Switch and will hopefully play the Galar region with us.
It's gonna be interesting. Like you said, like just back to getting into like video games. Like you can get into something if your friends are playing it. Like and Pokemon's just I don't know. There's just something about it that's just it's one of the most fun things to do with your friends. I don't know why.
Yeah, and they're talking about there's speculation that with Gen 8 being on the Switch, that there may be sort of like a MMO aspect to it.
Yeah, I've heard different.
Yeah, bringing your friends into your game, or you going into their game and be able to run around and play.
Which won't be bad.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, okay. There you go.
Kinda. I see like a vague, blurry picture of like Bulbasaur, the Venusaur, their Charmander, but...
Let me see if I can even it out a bit.
Is that like a 3 executes?
This is my PC in Ultra Sun.
Oh.
I've already sent over my blue version.
I see Tyranitar. Yeah, Tyranitar is one of those cool ones. Yeah, freaking like Kanto, Johto, Hoenn. I think it's because like those are the series I watched too, like growing up.
Yeah.
Like, just awesome. Like Johto Journeys. Like, I wish that was out on Netflix.
Oh,
I miss Brock, but like, what was his name? Tracy? Stacy?
Yeah, Tracy. Yeah.
Tracy. Yeah.
Dude, I have them all on my hard drive.
Yeah, that's definitely worth watching.
I've downloaded all of them. Like, I have Pokemon Season 1 through 19. And all the movies. I have them all.
Nice.
So, okay, so yeah, you should be done with your red gameplay soon. So we'll have our epic battle. And then start Soul Silver and Heart Gold.
Now, this is kind of random as far as completing the Pokedex. The fossils. We both got Helix fossils.
Yes.
How are we getting Kabutops?
Later on down the line, we will have, I believe, 2 or 3 more chances of getting the Dome Fossil.
Okay.
So, we'll just have to make sure to pick the Dome Fossil. And not like the Helix Fossil again or something. Because I believe in Soul and Silver and Heart Gold, if you go to Mount Moon, you get a choice again.
Okay.
So we'll have multiple chances to try to find them. In X and Y, you can find like 4 different fossils in the mines.
Did you get Aerodactyl? Amber? Go.
Yeah. So we won't have a complete Kanto Dex, but by the end of, I would say, probably the Hoenn region, we'll have a complete Kanto Dex.
I hear you.
Yeah.
That works.
So, one last thing I wanted to bring up before we end this little stream.
Our first stream.
Yeah, our first Pokemon Gotta Catch 'em All stream.
You can't tell.
It's not so weird seeing his background now because I know where he's at.
He's in the
sitting
kitchen.
at the bar at the kitchen.
Yeah. Galar region.
Galar region.
Only thing we know so far. There has been no other news. Nothing.
Just a lot of speculations and
Out
fake
of-
news.
Yes. We probably won't know anything more until May.
That's when you said like the E3 or something.
E3 is the first week of June.
Okay.
So we'll probably know something the week before that. We'll get some info, and then we'll get more at E3.
Yeah. Like, man, once the starter evolutions come out, like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm mainly worried about that and the legendary,
Yeah, exactly.
the
Yeah.
cover art. Like, that's basically it.
So,
Like armored evolution sort of thing, like whatever.
yeah, I'm sort of excited for Armor Evolutions. I'll see where they go.
Yeah.
I just hope that if they do it for only specific Pokemon, that they don't do it for the same Pokemon that only have Mega Evolutions, like they do different ones.
Yeah.
Because I want to see Armor Typhlosion.
That's the thing. It's like, because they didn't do Mega, but then, I was listening to Sylph Radio, and then because I haven't played Kalos yet,
Mm-hmm.
and that was what was special about that region,
Mm-hmm.
the Mega
The
Stones.
Mega Evolutions, yeah.
Yeah, that was like tied to that region. And
Well, and it's also in Omega Ruby.
Yeah.
Sapphire. They're all over there too because all 3 starters from Hoenn region got Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, true.
But Johto starters got no Mega Evolutions.
No, yeah.
And Typhlosion is one of the only starters other than Squirtle that does not have a secondary type. He's pure fire type.
Mm-hmm. Is Meganium? Does it have a
grass
secondary?
poison?
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I believe so. Let me double check on the Pokedex. I believe so.
For alligator, it's just water.
Mm-mm. Water dark.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Oh, well, no, Meganium is just grass.
Okay.
And it says for alligators, water, but he's a water dark type. I could have sworn. Maybe not. Maybe they were all just individual typings.
So, as far as I remember.
But I want a good Typhlosion. I want a good Typhlosion.
Typhlosion's cool, man.
Typhlosion's best boy, and I'm trying not to choose him when we do Soul Silver Heart Gold, but I might.
If you do, I mean, it's
I know,
whatever.
but I'm trying not to.
But I have one that, I mean...
Because the only one I have never used is Chikorita.
I haven't used Chikorita.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Like, Totodile was my starter.
Your go-to, yeah. But, yeah, so back to the last question. Out of what we've seen so far, who's your favorite starter for Gen 8?
For Gen 8.
Yeah.
So we got
Or,
Scorbunny.
Let's start from the beginning and go to the end.
I like this. We need to because I like the podcast kind of thing. We need to have episodes, and
Yeah.
it'd be really nice to get, okay, this episode's about our favorites and really what each of us like about the Pokemon throughout the series, TV show, whatever.
Yeah. So let's do that. So Gen 1, favorite starter of all time. Gen 1.
Looking at just starter, Squirtle. First evolution, Squirtle.
Well, the other ones you can go into their other evolutions if that makes a difference. But once we get to Gen 8 will just be based on first.
Well, yeah, that's all we got.
So yes, but the other ones you can base them off of their final evolution too if you want.
And that's where it's tough. At least, for certain gens over others, I think.
Yeah.
Kanto's tough because all of them, I think it's just because it's original, the first region.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's tougher because I think they're all just unique. And there's a term like, listen to different podcasts, like Pokemon
Nostalgic.
looks like, yeah, nostalgic, but like Pokemon could look like a Pokemon, you know?
Mhm.
Like, it seems like sometimes like the newer ones are getting too,
Realistic almost.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like losing the,
Yeah, losing that fantasy edge.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So, first gen's tough. Like, I mean, Charizard. Like, if it wasn't for Charizard's just a beast. Between all the cool fights he's had in the series, like in the movies,
Oh god, yes.
like I just think of
The
like
most heart-
Charizard versus Entei. You know,
Yeah, the most heartbreaking episode. Goodbye, bye, Charizard.
I don't know if I remember it.
Oh, Charizard fell in love with a female Charizard, and
Oh.
Ash let him go
Ah,
be with her. And then in the Kalos episodes, he gets Charizard back, and Charizard travels with him through Kalos.
oh wow.
Yeah, so I gotta watch Kalos.
That's cool.
XYZ again because he gets Charizard back.
For that reason alone.
Yes.
So okay, basing off of first evolutions on, I gotta give it to Charizard, Charmander to Charizard.
Charmander.
Yeah.
I'll go with Squirtle. Squirtle and Blastoise. I love Charizard. He's a beast.
Yeah.
But Blastoise.
Blastoise is a beast. That's
Especially
where I was having trouble.
Mega Blastoise.
Oh,
Mega
I freaking
Blastoise.
tank.
Yes. He's like a walking tank, basically.
He's like a walking mortar.
The Pokedex entry says that his cannon can shoot up to like 3 miles away and penetrate steel. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't think about the megas, like the mega evolutions too.
well,
But
Charizard has 2,
yeah.
and his X form is black with blue flames.
Yeah.
So I mean that's pretty badass too. But I'd have to go with Blastoise.
I hear you. I respect it.
Yeah. Gen 2.
Gen 2. I don't want this to be a fire sweep, but like, I mean, Typhlosion.
Yeah, Typhlosion. I'll agree with you on that.
I don't want it to be a fire sweep, but Typhlosion.
I could see for like Typhlosions, if Pokemon were real, I would have a Typhlosion and I would ride on his back places.
Typhlosion, it's supposed to be like the whole Cyndaquil to Typhlosion. Is it supposed to be like a... What animal is it supposed to be?
Sort of like a fire ferret.
Yeah.
No, porcupine.
Not a porcupine.
That's what Cyndaquil is. Cyndaquil is a porcupine.
I'll make Cyndaquil. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
he's a porcupine that goes into like a ferret, and then turns into a bipedal ferret. Stands on 2 legs, and then it's like
Yeah.
he can run on all 4s.
Yeah.
So I would agree with you there, Typhlosion.
Yeah, just because, I mean, I like water types, and I still like I said, I did Totodile. Feraligator's kind of funky looking. It's like bulky, bulgy. And Meganium's just too girly. Like,
I like Meganium. Just Typhlosion wins it for me there.
I hear you.
So Gen 3.
I've always chose Mudkip.
Yeah, you're a Mudkip boy.
Yeah, I always chose Mudkip to Swampert.
So, this is going to surprise you because you might remember from back when we played Emerald and stuff. I always had Blaziken. Blaziken was my main man because I always chose fire starters back then.
Main chick.
But this will surprise you. My favorite is Trico.
Trico's cool. Like, my first... I say, you know what? I always contradict myself. The first time I played Ruby or Emerald, I went with Trico. And, like, as far as the final forms go, for me, I think Swampert looks the coolest. Now, Sceptile's Mega,
Oh
it's
yeah.
pretty cool looking.
Well, that and he turns from a grass type to a grass
Dragon.
dragon.
Yeah, yeah.
Because people make fun of him because he has the seeds on his back, and then his tail is basically a pine tree coming out of his ass.
Yeah,
And so people make fun of him, but he's badass.
he's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I like him. I like him. And then, I mean, Blaziken's Mega Evolution is pretty cool too.
Yeah, yeah. So, Gen 4.
We got Chimchar, don't tell me, Piplup, and Turtwig.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, freaking Infernape, man. Like, Infernape's a beast. I hate how Pokemon did the firefighting combo for like more than half their fire types, but
They only did it for 2.
3 because Embror is firefighting.
Yeah, Infernape and Emboar are the only ones.
Blaziken.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Blaziken was the first.
Yeah, never mind.
Come on, man.
I'm slacking here.
It's all good.
Let's see, Gen 4.
You have Infernape, Torterra, and
Yeah.
Empoleon.
I like Infernape, of course. Monkey.
Yeah.
Fire monkey. Freaking amazing. I like Empoleon.
Empoleon's cool.
Steel water. That was a strange combination.
Strange, and I think it's effective as far as the
Yeah, it's pretty resistant to almost everything.
yeah, because that's steel.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with Torterra.
Okay.
There's a downside, and people hate his downside, and that is ice type attacks are quad damage to him. They do 4 times the amount of damage because ice is strong against grass and ground types.
Yeah, and I know as far as competitive play, like Ice Beam and Blizzard are like.
Yeah, but I can't help but love a turtle that carries a freaking terrarium on his back. Like, if you've ever seen, I think it was the Diamond and Pearl TV series, it showed a Torterra with like a freaking Apom and like Pidgeys sitting on his tree. And I'm like, come on.
It's cool, yeah.
I can't help but love that.
It's cool. It's cool. Like, I feel like Torterra and Venusaur can be buds.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
They can be buds.
Gen 5.
Let's see. I've done a lot of like looking at starters.
Yeah,
trying
that's Emboar.
Oh, that was that one.
Samurott and Superior.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
My playthrough of Black. No, I played White.
Yeah.
I think I did the Samurott route.
Yeah.
What is that? What does it start with?
Oshawott. Here, let me pull up. That's Gen 5 starters.
It's like Oshawott, Tepig, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, those are changed colors. I don't want the changed colors. I want the original colors.
Yeah, I don't like how Embror looks. And Samurott's funny. Like, I don't know.
There we go. I sent you all of theirs.
I'm trying to, like, by memory the best I can.
Yeah, no, the next couple I'm going to send you the starters so you can see what they look like. You can basically strictly go from design and I'll fill in any gaps you want to know.
As far as Samurai, is it straight water?
I believe so, yeah.
I think, Superior straight grass, ain't it? Or is it like grass flying?
Yeah, Samurot's straight water. Superior is straight grass, and then Embor's the firefighting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care for Embor.
Yeah, I didn't like Embor too much either.
To me, like, I feel like the final evolutions, I think this is when it started getting a little too, like, new for me.
Yeah.
They just don't look like how we were talking, like, Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, the evolutions are pretty cool. I mean, Tepig's evolution chain, it looks like it makes sense. And so does Snively's. Oshawot's...
Yeah. Yeah.
They messed up there. I mean, it went from a ninja otter to...
like a four-legged.
Yeah, giant seal.
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't work. Like, standing
yeah.
to that.
Everyone agrees that it should have been, you know, like some sort of like samurai otter thing. Like standing on two legs and has like his shell became like two swords or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like two coral swords or shell swords or something.
Yeah, they didn't do the design too well. So playthrough again. I mean, I might choose somebody different.
Yeah.
I think it all depends.
My favorite from this gen is Superior.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
He makes the most sense. I mean, he goes from basically a lizard to a longer lizard with shorter legs to a snake.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah. I hate how just grass types don't have a good like edge.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, that changes when we get to Gen 6.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll tell you all about them as soon as I find a decent picture. I had one a minute ago and now it's gone. Here we go. Alright. So, there's a theme behind them all.
What do you?
The theme is RPGs. Chestnut, the final evolution of Chespin, is your tank.
Oh.
Delphox is your spellcaster.
And then Greninja is your rogue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was the theme behind them. Delphox is fire psychic. Chestnut is grass fighting.
And then Greninja is water dark.
Yep, water dark.
Which I was surprised. Like I thought, I thought it'd be fire fight or water fighting.
Yeah, I definitely thought that at first, but the dark type really goes with the whole ninja aspect.
Yep, I agree.
Like, you saw Greninja in Detective Pikachu, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
Man, I'm excited for Detective Pikachu.
Oh, I told Steph, I was like, look, if me and Cody go see this and you and Tiffany don't want to see it, you two can go do something else and we'll go. We'll go.
I'm so excited for Detective Pikachu.
We'll go to the Patriot and go see it.
Dude, yeah.
Drink some beer while we watch it.
We're definitely gonna. We're watching that together. I don't think we've watched a movie together since Nitro Circus.
No. Nitro Circus was the last one we went to go see.
And that was like freaking 6 years ago.
I was working at the movie theater at that point, I think.
I think you were.
No, I wasn't. It was before. So that was 2012. God.
That's crazy.
But which starter out of this do you like the most?
So, I mean, I just thought about it. We should have done like a ranking, like first, second, and third. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with the Froakie to Greninja.
Froakie to Greninja, yeah. Yeah, 2012 is when Nitro Circus movie came out.
Wow.
Yes.
I was good. I was right. 7 years ago.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I would definitely grow with Greninja.
Second being Delphox.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Chestnut just looks weird. Sorry.
Yeah, no, he's a little awkward. I don't particularly care for him. He's pretty good in gameplay.
I hear you. Just doesn't look like a fighting type.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Just.
a bit too bulky for
Mm-hmm.
me.
I always kind of like the more agile fighting types. I'll say that. One of my favorite Pokemon. I can't think of this. The freaking bug. Like the horn bug. I can't think of his name.
Heracross?
Yeah, Heracross has always been one of my favorite like Pokemon and like fighting type. Because I'm pretty positive it's bug fighting.
Yeah. No, my favorite is Sizzler.
Scissor's cool though too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem with this favorite thing, because there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of favorites.
Oh yeah, no, I've already got a list on my Pokedex on my phone. All my favorites, like I have them all marked, and I think the list is like 50.
Do you have like just the final evolutions or like?
Yeah, I just have the final evolutions.
Okay.
Jesus, I'm trying to find the Gen 7 starters.
Oh, Gen 7, man. I am not pleased with
Okay,
Gen 7.
this is gonna be the closest I can get. The only thing I hate about the Gen 7
What?
is the water final.
Yeah, I just.
Well, and secondary form of the water one. If I don't want a male ballerina
Mm-mm.
Pokemon like that looks female.
Yeah, it's too one-sided.
Yeah, it's like no, they need to be more neutral.
Yeah, and I feel like they've done an alright job through the like the last one with Delphox. I mean, they're definitely leaning towards female on that. There's a few that are like definitely leaning towards male.
Yeah. Like, I love Rowlet, the grass starter. I love him. I hate his secondary form.
Yeah.
He's like supposed to be the emo kid, but he's always happy.
Oh, I
It
see.
confuses me.
I see what they're trying to do.
Yeah, but I love his last form.
Yeah.
His
And
last,
that's Grass Ghost.
yes, grass ghost, and he shoots arrows out of his wing like that picture there. Like his Z move, which Z moves is sort of like Mega Evolutions, but you can only use one Z move per fight.
Okay.
Sort of thing, and it's like this ultimate move. His Z move, he takes an arrow and shoots it, and like 5,000 arrows just rain from the sky. And it's a ghost type attack.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I have to.
Yes.
I have
Oh,
to
go
say the water starter is my least favorite. I like his first form,
I'm with you.
but the next two are just terrible.
Yeah, I'm with you exactly. Like the first form, I feel like it could go like either way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's got hope.
Yeah.
But then the second just kind of takes it away.
Yeah. So, between the other two, which one do you think is your favorite?
The other two, like, I like them both. I kind of like. I don't know, man. I'm similar to you. Like, I think Rowlet. I don't know the name of the final form,
God, I can't remember
but I like how mysterious he is, and I like the Shiftry. Like, I like Nuzleaf to Shiftry, the kind of ninja like grass type kind of Pokemon. So I like Rowlet, but I could definitely play as the
now. I'll do
Litten
it.
to the final form. I don't know the final form of Litten, but
Okay.
Just fun down, I guess.
Come on, what's that?
Stepping forward.
No.
Oh. But I feel like between Litten and its second evolution, I feel like they could have did a little bit more change.
Yeah, I mean, it looks
Like,
about right for a second evolution.
I guess so.
I mean, Charmeleon and Charmander look practically the same, just one was bigger with bigger horns.
I guess so. It just seems like it was subtle, but I don't know, it worked. I don't know. I just have a bias against the first ones, I guess.
So, so,
So,
which one's your favorite for that?
um,
I guess basically just from looks, because you haven't had a chance to actually play with them yet.
I haven't had it yet, and it's between the Rowlet final form and Litten final form, and they're close. I might say the Rowlet final form, just because of the mysterious, and I like the arrow aspect too. I
Okay.
mean, like in D&D, I'm a ranger,
Yeah.
so like I like that aspect.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's definitely what I would go with too, as Rowlet.
yeah, I'm surprised that the final form of Litten isn't fighting; it's fire dark.
I like that aspect.
It's cool, yeah. I'm glad they didn't do another firefighting, but
I hate how he works.
oh yeah,
One, I hate how he has 2 legs instead of being on all fours. But then I also hate, so you see his little belt?
yeah.
When he does a fire attack, he thrusts his hips. I don't like that. Like he does flamethrower and he thrusts his hips and fire comes out of his belt.
That's great.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's great. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, like between who we pick as our starters, because like we have a lot of similar, like.
Yeah, we have a lot of similar likes, so someone's not going to be getting what they like. And that's
So
gonna
far
be
for
fun.
every gen, I have like a backup. So
Yeah. So, now, Gen 8.
oh yeah,
Gen 8 is the final one, and I will post a picture just because.
Gen 8. So far, I don't. I like them. I kind of like them all. Like I don't really have any like negative feelings about any of them. Um, I seen one picture. It was funny. They did this comparison of them
Mm-hmm.
with the Powerpuff Girls,
Oh shit,
and
really?
and it fits because like Grookey, the green Powerpuff Girl, has that shaped head. Like Score Bunny, that colored Powerpuff Girl, has like the bow in her hair, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like perfect. And Sobble, the blue Powerpuff Girl, has that in the middle of its face, like that's the hairline of the blue Powerpuff Girl.
Huh.
Like it's eerily, crazily like similar, and as far as those aspects go.
I haven't seen that. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's like weird. I don't know. This one's tough because I could really go either way. I like monkeys, so I think Grookey is like. I think Grookey's my favorite right now.
Grookey, so you're team Grookey?
I'm Team Grookey right now.
Okay.
I say right now because who knows what they'll do.
Right now, I think I am on Team Score Bunny.
Okay.
I think I'm on Team Score Bunny because he seems fast,
Yeah,
and
I like that.
I like the fast boys.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on, he's a rabbit.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, when was the? We've had a couple of rabbits.
I can think of like Baneri.
We've had Baneri, we've had Azumarill.
Okay.
Meryl's Evolution, we've had Diggersby.
I've seen that one. That one's interesting.
Yeah, we've had Diggersby.
You know the thing about the fire type starters, right?
What?
Like how they're all related?
No.
They're all animals of the Chinese.
Oh, yeah, Chinese zodiac symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I haven't paid much attention to it, but yeah.
They've kept it. I mean, it's been real. Like they've followed it, basically.
Yeah.
So far, all the fire types are animals from the, or variations of animals
Yeah.
from the Chinese.
Wait,
zodiac
so which
symbols.
one was Cyndaquil?
That was the ferret, I think.
Let's see, Chinese zodiacs. Oh, it's supposed to be the rat.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, Cyndaquil's supposed to be the rat.
Hmm.
Fennekin is the dog, which doesn't make sense because he's a fox.
Fennekin.
The Kalos fire starter.
No, that's the fox. There's a fox, isn't there?
No.
I thought there's a fox.
Nope, they have her under the dog.
Hmm.
Nope. The only ones we're missing are sheep, horse, snake, rabbit.
Well, now we got rabbit.
Tiger, and ox.
Tiger is the Litten final.
Yeah. So there's that. So we're missing ox, snake, horse, and sheep.
Well, there's 4 more Pokemon generated.
I was about to say, so which one's next?
I think the ox would be kind of cool.
I want to see a horse. Which
A horse would be cool.
is weird because we already have Ponyta.
Ponyta Rapidash.
Yeah, or a sheep. How could they do a fire sheep?
Just something engulfed in fire.
Yeah, like his entire wool is fire.
Yeah. Just picture Mareep with like just all that's just flames.
Holy shit. Oh, that's terrible.
But it's okay. It doesn't hurt it. Just like, Rapidash and... Which I always thought that was... Nobody talks about... It might have been mentioned in the episode, but like Ash totally rode Ponyta and Rapidash.
No, nobody talks about it. Because even on Self Radio, they go on and on about fire Pokemon actually hurting people.
Yeah.
And
And nobody brings up that episode.
That episode it specifically says that their fire, they can turn it off to where their fire will not hurt you. Their fire only hurts you if they want it to.
Okay.
Because
And that goes with the gloom, because they talked about how like it stinks or something.
Yeah. Because Ponyta set Ash on fire in that episode too. At the very beginning when he first met Ash, because Ash went to go pet him without getting to know him first, and he set him on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
It's frustrating sometimes. It's like it's in the episodes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to rewatch the entire series again. I might skip like most of the first season because I've already watched that like probably 6 times in the past couple of years.
I hear you.
So I'll probably start like halfway through or something, like right at Blaine, like right at the 7th gym or something like that.
I gotcha.
I just did you have a chance to watch Origins?
Not yet. No.
Cause I hate Ash. I hate Ash so much.
Origins. What is that like? Is that the miniseries you talked about?
Origins was the 4 or 5 episode series that is the main character of the series is the character you play as in the games.
Yeah. Okay.
In Red and Blue specifically.
Okay.
I like that series so much more because it actually feels like the Pokemon world.
Okay.
With the Pokemon series, it feels like the Pokemon world, but Ash is such a bitch.
It's hard to watch sometimes. It is.
Because it's like he loses to especially the first season. The first season is terrible to watch.
My thing is, yeah, it is because it's like he's given all these badges.
Yeah, he loses the fights. Like, there's, I believe it's the 8th gym leader, Giovanni. He fights Giovanni and loses and begs him for a badge for like 2 or 3 days until Giovanni finally goes, fine, here, take it. Like, Jesus.
Gosh. That's great.
Like, come on, no wonder he lost the Pokemon League.
I know. Yeah, he was given a lot of the badges. And just, I still don't understand how Onyx got electrocuted. I know he was wet, but...
Yeah, no, it still doesn't make any sense. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, let me double check so I can be certain. Onyx is a rock and ground type.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yes, he is. He is a rock and ground type.
Yeah.
That means electric moves are non-effective.
Yeah.
For Geodude, it makes sense, because Geodude is just a pure rock type.
Geodude's rock ground.
It's
rock ground all the way.
But my point is that
okay. I understand.
Rock types take damage from electric attacks. They always
might not
have.
be much, but yeah.
But ground types take nothing.
Yeah, they're immune.
How the fuck does his Charmander's flame set off the sprinkler system, and then because Onyx got wet, Pikachu knocks out Onyx in 1 hit? Like, what the fuck?
There's so many things that just...
Yeah.
It hurts, but it's like, it's the first season of Pokemon, so it's like, alright.
Yeah, this is why you need to watch Origins, because Origins, like, literally, some of the stuff they say in the series is exact quotes from what's said in the game.
Man,
And
that's cool.
Oh.
I think the series got better, though, because the fight scenes got better, like...
Yeah, no.
Like, the few I remember, because Charizard, I think, battled Articuno, I think, once.
In the movie, yeah.
In the movie?
Mm-mm. Articuno was never in the series, he was only in the movie.
I don't know, like, the Charizard and Entei fight. Charizard and for the 8th gym, that was a cool fight. I think it was Charizard versus Magmar.
That was the 7th gym.
7th. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, because Giovanni's 8th.
Yeah, because they fought. It was Charizard versus Magmar, and then after that, it was Charizard versus Charizard.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm. I believe so. It was Charizard versus Charizard. Okay. I'll be right up.
Yeah, I gotta start making dinner.
Oh,
It's
you gotta start making dinner.
yeah, because me and Tiff still want to eat together. I know it's late, but
Oh, well, yeah. No, you guys gotta eat together.
yeah. So
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I think we're done.
there'll be more to come.
Yeah, we got our showdown fight coming.
I'll try to play some Pokemon within the next couple days.
Yeah, because we got our showdown fight coming, and my playstyle has changed a lot since the last time me and you actually fought. Like,
It's been forever ago.
because back when we used to fight, I was pure. All of my attacks actually did damage. I had no attacks that did status effects or anything like that.
I got you.
I've changed. I got attacks that boost my defense and my attack and all that stuff.
Man. Oh man.
It's from listening to all these Nuzlocks.
Man, it's annoying how powerful Sand Attack is in Red and Blue.
Yes. Oh god, yes.
I don't know how many times Pidgeys came close to like killing somebody. It's so annoying.
Mhm. Oh god, I hate Sand Attack.
Oh, so many times it screwed me over.
Oh.
All right, man. Yeah, we could talk about Pokemon all night.
Oh yeah, we definitely could, but we're not going to. Because we've been on this an hour and a half, so.
Yeah, we'll get more framework to these podcasts because they're fun to do.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, especially with the next, because next episode can be our fight. Whatever more conversations we need to do about Red and Blue, and then we can talk about some of the history and stuff of Johto.
History, and do a better job at like researching beforehand and just having notes down and points we want to get to.
Well, that, and we can choose our starters and choose our staples and everything.
That'd be cool.
Live stream.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Sounds good. This was the first, and there's going to be many.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's going to be a lot more.
I'm excited. Because I always you kind of got me more into podcasts, because I've been listening to podcasts on the way to work instead of music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's been cool.
That's how I've been at work all day. That's all I do is listen to Sylph Radio, Blastburn Radio, UPPO, which is their that's their tournament. Where they draft their Pokemon teams and then they fight each other. Some of the stuff on there is so insane, but it's given me tips on how to actually play Pokemon.
That's cool.
Well,
All right.
all
We'll
right.
get our signature intros, our signature outros.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll get there.
We'll get all that stuff done.
Till the next time, viewers, listeners,
Yeah.
however you're receiving this
I
information.
was about to say, sadly, I don't think there's any viewers. We're failures.
We're never gonna make it.
No, that's fine. We just do this for fun.
We're never gonna make it.
The only reason we do this is so that one day, when we're 60 years old, our grandkids will come up and be like, "Grandpa, is this you?" Yeah, that was me back in my good old days.
Back in the good old days.
And they're like, "Grandpa, you cuss a lot." Yeah, don't tell your parents.
Tell your parents. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't give a shit. Oh,
uh,
alright, man.
yeah. Do you I guess you cancel the stream first and then,
Yeah.
or is it done?
Yeah, no, I have to turn it off first.
Oh, okay.
Bye, viewers.
Bye.